It's quirky. I kind of feel like an olden mage, knower of secrets of sorts. Because the whole internet and the weeb and anime community has opened up a lot more towards the beauty that is, or are, girlfailure characters in the last couple of years, and I'm all for it. We do get a lot more slop content nowadays, but that's unavoidable. It kinda comes with the territory. Anyway, if you clicked on this video, I'm certain you already know what a girl failure is. But if not, then here you go. A traditional girl failure character can be cowardly, pathetic, scared, or otherwise a loser. Honestly, that's it. They can have some other character traits, an ego, hot temper, and maybe even positive character traits like caring, loving. But the main aspect still stands. They gotta be a loser. That's it. It's in the name. Girl failures. Right? The rest is up for grabs, and some flexibility allows for some storytelling and the setting. Some characters in this list are even experts or successful in their certain fields, but I would still label them as girl failures in one way or another. Characters can have depth. Who knew? Also, this is my personal list. If you have better ideas, shoot your shot. Go for it. It's in no particular order, and I will be avoiding manga or video game girl failures, even if the characters could appear in those mediums. I'm compiling and comparing characters from anime, and if you feel like checking those shows out and explore the many aspects of this character trope, I highly encourage it. It's a silly list. I will yap, I won't get too deep, and it's not that deep. I'll try to avoid major spoilers, of course, mainly because, again, I would want you guys to check it out your own. Spoilers still will be unavoidable. Watch the entire show, not a clip or a review of it. The full experience, because I'll just show the tidbits, not everything. And I might make a longer video down the line. I didn't want to make this one too heavy, too long. Number 1, and the bestest goddess of them all, Aqua from Konosuba. And honestly, she's one of the best cases of a girl failure character in very popular media. Aqua is a great example of a girl failure still making a positive change and progression in their respective stories. Sure, she is the butt of the joke most of the time. Heck, you could say she is the joke most of the time. And that makes her some great comedy. And you would be absolutely correct. She's called useless, and so on and so forth. Can't gain stats. She fails. A lot. And honestly, it's kinda inspiring as a character when none of those failures put you down. Maybe a little bit, but still, 10 out of 10 character. And, I think she low-key carries the show. I know that might be maybe a hot take, maybe not, but, this is a biased list, so who cares, right? And, she's perfect for a laid-back comedy show. And, a laid-back comedy show having a girl failure in its main cast is great. Number 2 is a character from the history books. It's Tomoko from Watamote. And honestly, shout out to Watamote fans. Those guys have been keeping up the fandom alive for decades. Because this show was obscure, is obscure, and I think that's pretty fucking cool. If you weren't an anime fan when this show came out back in 2013, or, in the next couple of years, and you still want to check it out, I will just say, the humor and social landscape definitely has shown its age. A sign of the time sort of thing. I did recheck the show before making this video because I saw it, I've seen some clips, but it's been a long time. Anyway, back to the girl failure aspect. This is probably the first show where a girl failure was the main character. She is a shy, mumbling loser, and the situations and excuses for them she puts herself into are straight up hilarious. I highly recommend it. I would call Tomoko the uncool older sister of Bocchi, and that says a lot. In some ways, Watamote crawled so Bocchi the Rock could run. Also, all the Gunner stuff and all the looted fetishized girl failures kinda originate from her. Respect your elders sort of moment. I'm in the middle of shooting this video, right? Like recording the audio for it and all that jazz, and I see my reviewer, because I have good ideas, but my wording and a lot of other things can use some work. And I see my editor/reviewer just checking the document out, and I'm like, homie, what are you doing, bro? We good. Shout out to Nick. Anyway, number 3, and one of the modern phases of girl failures, is Kobeni from Chainsaw Man. Kobeni is a very, very interesting case. While Aqua and Tomoko, and possibly some other girl failures in this very list, come from comedy shows, Chainsaw Man is not a comedy. It has jokes. It's funny, but it isn't a comedy. And sure, sometimes Kobeni does seem out of place. She is a weak loser that does things that could make the audience hate her. And both sides of the spectrum have good points, you know. But in that deadly world, she shows a more realistic, ugly side of those characters. Fear, nerves, and the overall pathetic nature of them. Though we all kinda know that we would be a Kobeni in a Chainsaw Man show or world. Let's be real, Chad. Social situations can be difficult, but it's hard to compare them to life or death battle. Also, an interesting thing, Chainsaw Man does not shy away from sexual implications. Makima and Denji, the whole post-bar scene, Denji's whole fucking motivation. There's a lot of it. But Kobeni never was shown to be cute or beautiful, and it works with her character very well. It didn't stop the fandom from absolutely going ham. I know. I checked. But that's a separate thing. The fandom versus canon meme exists for a reason. And also, side note, for all you manga readers, I will give a shout out to Asa, but since she hasn't showed up in the show yet, I'll leave her in as a little Easter egg. Cause holy damn. Oh boy. Just oh boy. Number 4. Already mentioned, Bocchi from Bocchi the Rock. Now, in my honest opinion, I think Bocchi is an amazing character, and an amazing show. While Tomoko was a bit more unrealistic, I think Bocchi is very grounded as a character. There are many people that I know, that you know, who can be seen or are just socially awkward, or social situations are extremely difficult for them. Social anxiety, similar to what Bocchi has and what Bocchi is. The show depicts it very well through Bocchi's character, and her actions and reaction. And this will be a place where I glaze Bocchi a hell of a lot. While almost everyone, including me, see her as a girl failure, she excels at something. She's a crazy guitar player and a crazy musician. Besides social situations, calling her a failure is downplaying her serious skill as a guitar player, her dedication, and other aspects that come from being in a band. It is my musician's bias, since ain't no way someone is a failure with a live band, with those skills, and those songs. I'll stand on that hill. She's a mess, but she is a loser with mad skill. Her being a girl failure doesn't make her a loser, and my biased musician ass will sit on that chair. Number 5. Misato from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now calm down, chat. Calm down. I know she is from a beloved series, and I might even say that Neon Genesis Evangelion might be the most popular anime with the biggest fan base globally of all time. I think no other animes rival the amount of people throughout time that have liked or thought of that show as a masterpiece. It ain't even close. And Misato is a similar case to Bocchi in many ways. I can make a case for Misato being a girl failure. She is very competent in her work. Throughout the show, we see that many times. However, her private and romantic life could use some maturing. Get them while you're young. Well, Misato is a great example of a life-made girl failure. She has issues. God! She has issues. She has trauma, a lot of trauma, and she fails a lot. Still makes for a very humane watch, and we see how people twist under trauma and expectations. There are hundreds and hundreds of video essays about Evangelion. I have nothing new to add to the discussion, nor will I make a very deep dive here. It's just very curious how those different genres mix. A recurring theme for this video actually. Number 6. Marcel from Delicious in the Dungeon. I was sleeping on Delicious in the Dungeon. I really was. Even when many folks said, "Ayo, it's a good show, go check it out." And well, I'm glad that I gave it a shot. To not get too sidetracked, Marcel is a girl failure that the audience can relate to. I think even more than Kobeni and Bocchi even. Or she depicts a specific group or showcases a specific group that can heavily relate to the struggles. It's not far-fetched to be in a situation where your school studies or your university studies don't really translate to real-life skills and needs. The job market is a very, very unforgiving place. Let's just leave it at that. Most people are also skeptical of the unknown, and most people fail, even if they really wish to succeed. Definitely a sleeper show and a sleeper character for those traits. A lot of students and a lot of graduates and young adults, maybe a little less social anxiety, can relate to this type of character. And I think personally that if there is a character from this list that becomes a girl boss after many seasons of being a girl failure, it's Marcel. So go check it out. Also, I think it's very relatable to gain expertise in a field that might not get handy or even needed in the very near future. We all have those weird hyperfixations we would love to have as our, main bread making thing, and then seeing that in reality it kind of doesn't pan out that well. It is what it is. I guess now that I look at it, most girl failure characters have at least some W's. Even Kobeni has one. Marcel has a few. Misato professionally is. Butchie plays guitar better than you or me, chat. Oh well. Again, girl failures and depth. Girl failures and depth. Number 7, the shining star for losers everywhere. Haru Urara from Omomusume. I am a big fan of our daughter, as everyone else in the chat. I have her merch. I have talked about her a lot. The Rocky of our generation. The unbreakable spirit. The unyielding force. The inspiration this little horsey brought. And it's not too soon. Okay? Haru failed at racing. That was her thing. That makes her a girl failure. The fact that she never gave up, and even better, the fact that she inspired and changed the whole world with just failing, makes her a very unique girl failure. Similar to Aqua, that, never let the failures get her down. Her hype, her positivity makes her special. Some would say delusion, but the show never joked about it. She ran for the love of the game. And that makes her not just a girl failure, but a fucking legend. Made a song dedicated to her. Check it out. Links in the description. Number 8. While writing the script, I came to a conclusion. Is Ryo from Bocce the Rock a girl failure? Little context. We use Bocce pictures or profile pictures in our squad. I'm very Ryo coded. Back to her. I think Ryo could be a girl failure. Because she doesn't give a and honestly that's kind of based. She does things. She goes broke, and then eats grass. Real shit. Extremely real. She's a loser in style. Bocce is socially anxious. Ryo is just introverted, and she's cool about it. Both could be labeled as girl failures. She has mad bass skills, and she's also in the same band as Bocce, as well as, just an overall great musician. Again, could be the same case. Is she really a failure? Kinda not, kinda yes. Again, depth. I guess Bocce the Rock is a show with many, many girl failures, and these aren't the only ones, so you know which show to check out. Number 9, and this is a meme. A low-key funny meme. People in the chat don't at me, but I think it's Aura from Frieren. Spoilers! These are definitely spoilers here. The biggest spoilers in the video. You don't want spoilers for Frieren? Go to whichever timestamp here is in the video. Okay, so she got bodied by Frieren. Jealous? So she got defeated by Frieren, and she delivered that one iconic line, "Kill yourself." My goat. Will this get me demonetized? We'll see. And I think she got her ass handed to her in such a one-sided way. People started dunking on her. And honestly, why not? Sometimes genres and tropes bend in different ways. Building up your entire battle plan and flexing on chat basically on the fact that you have a bigger stick backfired. And, well, she got labeled a girl failure. Kinda makes sense, Hype yourself up, the big baddie, the greatest of them all, just to get fly swatted like your yesterday's dinner or something. I like the memes, it's funny. Without the memes, I don't think I would have enjoyed the character that much. Or at least the How would you even phrase it? Contribution. The words escape me. Legacy! Her legacy! Yes, that was the word I was looking for. And the final girl failure in this list, but just as cherished as all the rest, is Midori from Kakegurui. This might be also a little bit of a stretch, because the girlie is just bad insane, as all the rest of the characters in that show, to be honest. I can describe her as one potential final form of a girl failure. She's a compulsive gambler, and gambling surely is connected to winning. Not losing, definitely. Remember chat, all gamblers quit right before the big win. Important. Trust. Sure, she has taken some W's in the series, some victories, but the absolute lack of any form of self-preservation, and gambling in general, are truly traits fitting of a girl failure. Just one that has embraced losing, and she is absolutely batshit insane. She'd played Squid Game for fun. That kind of yes character. One can make a case for the main girlie, Yumeko, to also be a girl failure, but that's not for this video. And there you go, chat. Those were just a few of our beloved girl failures. A marvelous character trope. Bye.